Assalamu alaikum, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is on how to make this flower. The flower you can use for many things, for ribbons, caps, clothes, just designs, like any design of your choice. So I'll be working with a black fabric, but you can use any fabric of your choice: thread, needle and thread, chalk, your beads, and your scissors, and your container or any round container, round shaped object. So you'll be placing your round shaped object on it and draw the cycle on it under the object. So after drawing the cycle like this, then use your scissors and cut out the cycle shape. So after cutting it out, it will look like this. These are two petals now, and we need like 6 petals for the flower. So you just cut out your 6 petals. So these are mine. So after you finish, just tie your needle on your thread, and you pick a petal, fold it into 2, then into 4. Then the open side of it, which is the longer side, you start sewing it. But your stitches should be big or small, anyhow you want it to be sharp. But just stitch it and don't tie it when you finish. Just follow how I'm doing mine. Fold into 2, then into 4. Then you stitch the sides, the longest side. And just keep them until you finish up to 6. So you fold into 2, the 4 into 4, then tag them all. So you keep doing this until you finish these 6 petals. So after you finish your 6 petals, then you drag them until they are closely packed together, just like this. Then cut out your thread. Then you tie them. Make sure while tying them, all of them are very close together. And their common cycle should not be too big. So the cycle should be very small. That is, the center cycle should be very small. So you tie it very tight. That will closely pack together. So when you tie it very well, so it's either you tie it or you double stitch it, but it's better you tie it so it will be more strong. Then you cut the excess thread. So this is the flower, just as easy as this. So now I'll show you how to fix the bead. So to fix the bead, you just pick your flower, put the needle on from under, pass it from under, bring it out, then put your bead. You can use any number of bead. You can use 1, 2, 3. I'll be showing you how to use 1 and 3. So this is 1 bead, and you can use any size of bead too. Then just stitch it to the cloth. That's why I asked you to get the beads that has 2 openings. But even if you got the one that is the opening is closed, you can use gum or what like or super glue to hold the beads to the cloth. So when you are done, it's either you double stitch it or you tie it. So you just turn the back, it's either you double stitch or you tie it. After doing that, cut out the excess thread. So this is the flower with the 1 bead or with 1 bead. So for the 3 beads or more, it's still the same procedure, just that it has a little bit of difference in it. So when you put your bead, you can put the number of beads you want: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. as much as you want sha. So when you put it like this, if you notice it's straight, so you just bend the beads. Then your last bead, you insert the thread to your first one after the last one. Oh. So if you notice, since it's three beads, it's to form a kind of a closed triangle. So you see something like that. So when you finish, then you just keep sewing. You can either keep passing them through the beads, or you sew from the bead to the cloth, from the bead to the cloth, from the bead to the cloth, for the three beads that you put until the flower is strong enough or the bead is strong on the cloth. Yeah, you just keep stitching until it's strong to your satisfaction. So after that, just turn the back again. Then either you double stitch it or you tie it, like I said before. So I'm done with mine now. I'll just turn the back and I'll double stitch mine. Then double stitch and lose it. Then cut your excess thread. So this is how the flower will look like. As easy as this. So this is how the rest were made too. And this is an Ankara fabric. So you can use any fabric of your choice. So for this big flower now, this is a three-step flower. You can use any color. Still the same procedure. Just make sure that the petals you'll be using will be a little bit bigger. So this is the biggest one. So this is the biggest one, the next, and the smallest one. So you place the second one on it, then the first one on it. So just like this. So you can put them in between because of the design. So you pick the smallest one and fix your bead on it first before attaching it to the big one. So you can fix your bead. So I'll be using about 5 beads this time around since the flower is a big one. You can use any number of bead that you want. You see it's straight, so you just bend it to how you want it to be. Then you bring it out again through the first bead we put. Then you start using the thread to sew from back to front. Then from that front you start stitching it in between two beads. That's from the back in between two beads. So you start stitching from the back. So you stitch from the back, bring it through the center, stitch it to stitch it into two, like in between two beads, like this, and outside again. Just keep repeating it until you feel your flower is strong enough. And you mustn't do it this way. You can just do it any way you know you can stitch it and it will be strong. Just do it in your own way. And if you have gum again and that your beads are closed, you can use gum to start stitching them one by one and set them in the beads well in the center. Then you just be gumming them. You just keep doing it until you feel the beads are strong on the flower. So you turn the back and either you double stitch again or you tie. So cut the excess thread again. So like this. So the next thing is to put the small one on top. That's when you fix the bead. Place it on top and arrange the flower to set well. You see, just like the way mine is set. Just arrange the inner, then fix, then tie it again or sew it again. Make sure the three are sewn together so they'll be together as one, and it will not be detachable. Like they'll be closely packed together. And you have to sew it, and your thread has to be strong so you can double your thread this time around, or into two or into four, so it to be strong. I love this particular flower because you can use it on clothes. Once you just put one on clothes, it shows the fitting of that dress. You don't need to put up to two, three compared to the small one. If it's the small one you're using now, you have to put like many on it before you see the beauty of the clothes. But this particular one, you just have to put just one on it. So sometimes I use it for ribbon or my turban or a dress, mostly tops. My top, I'll just put only one big one like this on it. So cut the excess thread. And yalla, this is it. So as easy as this. So and these are the small ones we made before.